Hi, Rob Dunphy here from GoSkate.com. I'm going to show you today how to ride a skateboard. The first step on riding a skateboard is figuring out which stance you are. Stance is determined by which foot you put forward. If you put your left foot forward, you are a regular skater, and by putting your right foot forward, you're what they call a goofy skater. So there's no scientific method to find out which way you are. It's simply a matter of trial and error to find out which way you're more comfortable with. After you know what stance you are, the first step is learning how to push on a skateboard. It's a fairly easy thing to learn how to do once you know the proper technique. So with your front foot, put your front foot over 3 of the 4 top bolts on the nose of the board. You want to make sure that your nose of the board is not touching the top of your foot, because if that happens, when you start pushing, you're going to go directly into the ground. So it's these 3 bolts that you want your front foot to be touching, and this bolt will remain open. So put your front foot over those 3 bolts, and then put your back foot in front of the board. Position your upper body with your upper shoulder over your front foot. That's going to keep your balance over the board and also keep you committed. When you don't have your shoulder off, you're going to have the problem of pushing and potentially doing a split or falling off the board. So after your front foot is over those 3 bolts, it's at a little bit of an angle and not touching the nose of the board. Your back foot is on the ground, positioned just in front of those back 2 wheels. So kick off with the back, and then throw the back foot onto the back 4 bolts. You want to take big and long pushes. What I see commonly with a lot of beginners is they take very small pushes, like that, and that often makes them fall or makes them not committed to the board. So take long pushes, and then put your back foot onto the board. If you don't feel comfortable with your front foot over those 3 bolts as you're riding, you can always shimmy it to sideways or more angled position forward if you feel more comfortable that way. But keeping your front shoulder over your front foot is the best trick to learning how to push on a skateboard. If you can master that, then you have mastered down the pushing on a skateboard. The best way to learn how to skateboard and learning how to push is to learn from a master. Go to GoSkate.com to be coached by a professional in your area.